Hey Gemini, this is Amanda with your September shadow reading. I'm just going to pull a card. We're going to see what pops up, okay? This message may or may not be for you. This will just merely suggest some shadow element of ourself, and we all have them, that could creep up in September or that could use a little bit of attention in the month of September, and perhaps give you the kind of clarity and tools that you need to work through it. We all have to face the shadows. And if you find that you have the time, energy, or desire, we'll just see what may come up. Don't latch onto this. If this is not your reading, just let it go. Okay, let's see what we have for you in September. For Gemini, Shadow, September 2022. As always, Gemini is divinely protected and divinely selected for a life of joy. So let's bring a little shadow out so we can have a look-see and do the necessary work. Thank you, Spirit, Angels, Guides. What do we have for Gemini? We have the Queen of Cups in reverse, and we have the Moon. You know, there's, this is what's immediately coming to mind is certain secrets of the heart, things that probably should come out into the light, but we're holding on to avoid confrontation, or we got shit to do, so there's just no time. What I'm getting for you in September is that if there are certain things happening in your heart space when it comes to your relationships, and when it comes to your passion projects, even your work, if you're feeling emotionally connected to something and it is starting to feel draining, or you are starting to find yourself in a place where you're kind of stewing about something, bring that shit out into the light. Communicating at this time about emotional matters, while a pain in the ass, is necessary. And if you want to do some shadow work with this month, pay attention to your emotions. Pay attention to what you're holding on to that could use some light energy to soften the edges so that when it's in you, it's not quite as heavy. Okay, let's get a little more information for Gemini and their shadow in September 2022. Okay. Anything else? Okay, look at that. We have our Queen of Cups again. Yeah, this is just really confirming that there is there is the potential for some emotional thing to, you know, kind of fester beneath the surface. And while we don't have to drag it out into the light, kicking and screaming, it doesn't hurt to open the lines of communication, set a date or time to have dialogue. If it's too hard to do it at the end of any given day, set intention to communicate about your emotions. We have the Knight of Wands, we have the Hierophant, and the Queen of Cups reverse. Yeah, there's a need to be disciplined in this approach, I feel. With the Knight of Wands, it's like, let's move boldly through this process. Let's take a more unconventional approach to how we deal with our darker emotional shit, okay? It maybe is that we wait for it to just explode out. Maybe we do make intention to have these dialogues. Whatever it is, I feel like there is a need to confront these emotions and not to sweep them under the rug. With the Hierophant reverse, this feels very much like thinking outside the box when it comes to discussing your emotions. So however that looks for you, you decide. One of the things that I tend to do, and this is just my personal advice, and it's not even advice, this is just one of the things that I do when I'm dealing with things that I need to bring out that I don't feel like, is I just indicate, you know, there's something going on inside me at this time. So I'm not feeling exactly X, Y, and Z right now. And I acknowledge that I need to discuss this with you, or I need to really think something through. Just don't ignore it, okay? That's the bottom line here. Just don't ignore whatever's going on with you. Let's pull a Moonology card. This is just another little helpful tip from the universe for you when coping with this shadow shit. Let's do the thing for Gemini. Shadow. Back. Okay. your dreams need a practical plan. Well, everything needs a practical plan these days. And yes, absolutely. If there is any kind of emotional attachment that you have right now, especially if it relates to some sort of dream or aspiration, and you're not getting the support that you need, and it's starting to create some emotional turmoil for you, and there's an opportunity to dialogue, or there is a need to communicate, I believe that a practical plan to have that conversation will serve you so well in September, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again. Bye.